just by 10, and when midnight struck, I couldn't stay quiet any longer and went down into the street. A lot of old women in black trousers squatted on the landing. It was February, and I suppose too hot for them in bed. One trishaw driver pedaled slowly by towards the riverfront, and I could see lamps burning where they had disembarked the new American planes. There was no sign of Pyle anywhere in the long street. Of course, I told myself, he might have been detained for some reason at the American legation, but surely in that case he would have telephoned to the restaurant. He was very meticulous about small courtesies. I turned to go indoors when I saw a girl waiting in the next doorway. I couldn't see her face, only the white silk trousers and the long flowered robe, but I knew her for all that. She had so often waited for me to come home at just this place and hour. Fuang, I said, which means Phoenix, but nothing nowadays is fabulous, and nothing rises from its ashes. I knew before she had time to tell me that she was waiting for Pyle too. He isn't here. Je sais, jetez-vous sur à la fenêtre. You may as well wait upstairs, I said. He will be coming soon. I can wait here. Better not. The police might pick you up. She followed me upstairs. I thought of several ironic and unpleasant jests I might make, but neither her English nor her French would have been good enough for her to understand the irony, and, strange to say, I had no desire to hurt her or even to hurt myself. When we reached the landing, all the old women turned their heads, and as soon as we had passed, their voices rose and fell as though they were singing together. What are they talking about? They think I have come home. Inside my room, the tree I had set up weeks ago for the Chinese New Year had shed most of its yellow blossoms. They had fallen between the keys of my typewriter. I picked them out. Tout est trouble, Fuang said. It's unlike him. He's such a punctual man. I took off my tie and my shoes and lay down on the bed. Fuang lit the gas stove and began to boil water for tea. It might have been 6 months ago. He says you are going away soon now, she said. Perhaps. He is very fond of you. Thank him for nothing, I said. I saw that she was doing her hair differently, allowing it to fall black and straight over her shoulders. I remembered that Pyle had once criticized the elaborate hairdressing which she thought became the daughter of a mandarin. I shut my eyes, and she was again the same as she used to be. She was the hiss of steam, the clink of a cup. She was a certain hour of the night, and the promise of rest. He will not be long, she said, as though I needed comfort for his absence. I wondered what they talked about together. Pyle was very earnest, and I had suffered from his lectures on the Far East, which he had known for as many months as I had years. Democracy was another subject of his. He had pronounced and aggravating views on what the United States was doing for the world. Fuang, on the other hand, was wonderfully ignorant. If Hitler had come into the conversation, she would have interrupted to ask who he was. The explanation would be all the more difficult because she had never met a German or a Pole and had only the vaguest knowledge of European geography. Though about Princess Margaret, of course she knew more than I. I heard her put a tray down on the end of the bed. Is he still in love with you, Mom? To take Annamite to bed with you is like taking a bird. They twitter and sing on your pillow. There had been a time when I thought none of their voices sang like Fuang's. I put out my hand and touched her arm. Their bones, too, were as fragile as a bird's. Is he, Fuang? She laughed, and I heard her strike a match. In love. Perhaps it was one of the phrases was a superstition among them that a lover who smoked would always return, even from France. A man's sexual capacity might be injured by smoking, but they would always prefer a faithful to a potent lover. Now she was kneading a little ball of hot paste on the convex margin of the bowl, and I could smell the opium. There was no smell like it. Beside the bed, my alarm clock showed 12:20, but already my tension was over. Pile had diminished. The lamp lit her face as she tended the long pipe, bent over it with the serious attention she might have given to a child. I was fond of my pipe, more than 2 feet of straight bamboo, ivory at either end. 2/3 of the way down was the bowl, like a convolvulus reversed, the convex margin polished and darkened by the frequent kneading of the opium. Now with a flick of the wrist, she plunged the needle into the tiny cavity, released the opium, and reversed the bowl over the flame, holding the pipe steady for me. The bead of opium bubbled gently and smoothly as I inhaled. The practiced inhaler can draw a whole pipe down in one breath, but I always had to take several pulls. Then I lay back, with my neck on the leather pillow, while she prepared the second pipe. I said, "You know, really, it's as clear as daylight. Pyle knows I smoke a few pipes before bed, and he doesn't want to disturb me. He'll be around in the morning." In went the needle, and I took my second pipe. As I laid it down, I said, "Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all." I took a sip of tea and held my hand in the pit of her arm. "When you left me," I said, "it was lucky I had this to fall back on. There's a good house in the Rue d'Armée. What a fuss we Europeans make about nothing. You shouldn't live with a man who doesn't smoke." "But he's going to marry me," she said. "Soon now." "Of course, that's another matter. Shall I make your pipe again?" "Yes." I wondered whether she would consent to sleep with me that night if Pyle never came, but I knew that when I had smoked 4 pipes I would no longer want her. Of course it would be agreeable to feel her thigh beside me in bed. She always slept on her back, and when I woke in the morning I could start the day with a pipe instead of with my own company. "Pyle won't come now," I said. "Stay here if long." She held the pipe out to me and shook her head. By the time I had drawn the opium in, her presence or absence mattered very little. "Why is Pyle not here?" she asked. "How do I know?" I said. "Did he go to see General Day?" "I wouldn't know. He told me if he could not have dinner with you, he wouldn't come here. Don't worry, he'll come. Make me another pipe." When she bent over the flame, the poem of Baudelaire's came into my mind. "Mon enfant, essential in a country at war. I knew a man who had suddenly and inexplicably lost his cook. He had traced him to the Vietnamese straightaway, but the officers there assured him that he had been released after questioning. His family never saw him again. Perhaps he had joined the communists. Perhaps he had been enlisted in one of the private armies which flourished around Saigon, the Hoas, or the Coudists, or General Day. Perhaps he was in a French prison. Perhaps he was happily making money out of girls in Roma, the Chinese suburb. Perhaps his heart had given way when they questioned him. I said, "I'm not going to walk. You'll have to pay for a trisha." One had to keep one's dignity. That was why I refused a cigarette from the French officer at the Solitaire. After 3 pipes, I felt my mind clear and alert. It could take such decisions easily without losing sight of the main question. What do they want from me? I had met Vigo before several times at parties. I had noticed him because he appeared incongruously in love with his wife, who ignored him, a flashy and false blonde. Now it was 2 in the morning, and he sat tired and depressed in the cigarette smoke and the heavy heat, wearing a green eye shade, and he had a volume of Pascal open on his desk to while away the time. When I refused to allow him to question Fall without me, he gave way at once, with a single sigh that might have represented his weariness with Saigon, with the heat, or with the whole human condition. He said in English, "I'm so sorry I had to ask you to come." I wasn't